Part 11: How Discipline Changed Our Life.
Let me say this right now. Discipline is not a habit. It's a freaking personality transplant. You think you need more motivation? You don't. You need a funeral for the version of you that keeps making excuses. Because until you kill that soft voice in your head, the one that says, you deserve rest, you've done enough, maybe tomorrow, you'll never meet the monster you were born to become. So buckle in, because this story doesn't end with good vibes. It ends with identity, death, and resurrection. Section 1. Mindset shift. Discipline is not what you think. You've been lied to. You've been told discipline is this neat little morning routine, that it's reading 10 pages a day, drinking lemon water, waking up at 5 a.m. like you're in a Nike commercial. That's not discipline. That's decor. Real discipline, it's war. It's crawling through your own weakness with bloody knuckles and no one watching. Discipline isn't what you do. It's what you become. It's the part of you that shows up after your motivation was found murdered in a ditch. And once you get this, once you understand that discipline is not a task list but an identity shift, you stop negotiating with your feelings. You stop seeking comfort. You stop chasing dopamine. And you become something terrifying, consistent. Because let's face it, most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they think like lazy people. Change the way you think, and you change who you are. Section 2. Real talk and storytelling. The prisoner who rebuilt himself. You want to talk about identity change? Let me tell you about a man named Curtis Wall Street Carroll. Grew up in Oakland, in and out of homelessness. Couldn't read until he was a teenager. Started robbing people before he hit puberty. At 17, he caught a murder charge, life in prison. That should have been the end. But in that cage, something broke. And something woke up. He taught himself to read. Then he taught himself the stock market. From inside San Quentin, no laptop, no internet, no mentor. You know how hard it is to develop self-discipline in prison, where survival depends on fear and impulse. But he built it anyway. Not because someone told him to, because he got sick of being the same version of himself over and over. He stopped identifying as a criminal and started identifying as someone who could master his mind. He became so disciplined, inmates nicknamed him Wall Street. That's what real change looks like. Not a glow-up, not a TED Talk. A man in a cage who turned a sentence into a strategy. Quote this: "Your environment is a test. Your choices are the answer. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. Who you think you are is the only prison that matters." Section 3. What people get wrong. Here's what people don't get about discipline. It's not sexy, it's not trendy, and it's not supposed to feel good. People think they're one podcast away from changing their life. One cold plunge, one bullet journal. Wake up. That's not discipline, that's dopamine with a six-pack. You think you're building character, but you're just collecting habits like Pokemon. Discipline isn't built when it's easy. It's built when you show up on the day you hate yourself most. You say, I just need to feel ready. No, you need to stop being emotionally fragile. You say, I'm working on consistency. No, you're negotiating with your weakness. The truth? Most of you don't have discipline. You have intentions dressed in gym clothes. Burn this into your brain. Discipline is doing the work when your mood is dead and your mind is loud. Section 4. The Battle Plan. How to build ruthless discipline. You want to become disciplined? Not productive, not motivated, disciplined. Then stop scrolling for hacks and start doing this. 1. Become the villain to your old self. Don't improve him. Bury him. That soft version of you, he's dead weight. Be the voice that says, we don't do that shit anymore. 2. Set a code, not goals. Goals are wishes. A code is a law. Mine: wake up before the sun. Move iron every day. Create more than I consume. No 0 days. You break the code, you pay. 3. Remove options. If it's not on the schedule, it doesn't exist. If it's not aligned with the mission, it's a distraction. If it tempts your weakness, destroy it. Your willpower isn't meant to fight, It's meant to enforce. 4. Embrace the boredom. Discipline is boring. It's not aesthetic. It's not flashy. It's brushing your damn teeth with purpose. When you can suffer routine without losing fire, you become elite. 5. Train in silence. No one needs to know you're grinding. Shut your mouth. Let the results leak. Loud results, quiet work. Here's a line you'll want tattooed to your soul. Discipline is the muscle, identity is the frame, and pain is the gym. Section 5, Mastery and Longevity. Becoming unstoppable. The most dangerous person on earth, not the loudest, not the smartest. The one who doesn't stop, that's it. Not talent, not luck. Relentless execution over time. Brick by brick, set by set, day by day. And when it gets dull, when it feels like you're grinding for no payoff, that's where most people fall. But not you, because now you know. You don't need motivation. You don't need hype. You don't even need to feel good. You just need to remember one thing. You do it anyway. You get up, you move, you fight. And slowly, the world starts folding to your will. Look, this isn't just about building discipline. It's not about checking boxes. It's not about hustle culture. It's about becoming someone you fucking respect. Someone you don't have to apologize to in the mirror. Someone who can look their own reflection in the eye and not flinch. Because here's the truth most people choke on. You can't love yourself through lies. You can't build self-worth on a foundation of skipped promises, and you can't fake being someone who shows up. The version of you you've been running from, the one that snoozes alarms, bails on workouts, scrolls through guilt, promises change but never delivers, he doesn't have to win, but he will. Unless you kill him. Not in one dramatic moment, not with some motivational speech, with quiet violence, with ruthless repetition, with 1,000 little deaths, called discipline, not with comfort, not with balance, not with talking about what you'll do someday, with decisions, every single day. You don't become new by waiting. You become new by bleeding for it, by walking through the fire that everyone else avoids, by choosing suffering on purpose, because you know comfort never made a killer. The identity you want, the beast you keep imagining in the shower, that next level version of you that moves different, talks different, walks into rooms like he owns gravity, he's already in there, but he's trapped, buried under your bad habits, suffocating under your self-pity, locked behind 1,000 tiny choices you keep avoiding, and every time you hit snooze, every time you skip leg day, every time you numb out instead of step up. You feed the old version. You starve the new one. You want to be someone new? Then suffer like someone new. Think like someone new. Move like someone who's done being a background character in their own life. Stop acting like you've got time. You don't. The clock is a sniper. Every second that passes is a bullet you can't dodge. And one day, it will hit. No warning, no redo. Just lights out. So, when are you going to get serious? When are you going to decide that this is your life? Not your mom's, not your boss's, not your depression's, yours. Because at the end of the day, your future isn't waiting, it's watching. Watching to see if you're real or just loud. Watching to see if you mean what you say, or if it's all just noise. And the only question that matters now, the one that will echo through every room you ever walk into, is this. Will you be the one to go get it? Or the one who dies wondering? Make your choice. Then burn the bridge, because there's no going back. Only forward, only fire, only discipline. Now move.